Dear students, today we are going to see kappa statistics. What is kappa statistics? It gives you a quantitative value of an agreement in any situation in which two or more independent appraisers are evaluating the same thing. For example, your object is there. The object is a correct object and it has to be passed. And two appraisers are given this object. One appraiser says no, it has failed, and another appraiser says no, it has passed. Then there is a disagreement between them. If both of them say that the object is passed, then there is a perfect agreement between them. We are going to quantitatively say how far they are agreeing or how far they are not agreeing in kappa statistics. We will take a case study here. Two physiotherapists, let us take PT1 and PT2. PT1 is physiotherapist 1 and second physiotherapist is PT2. And they are verifying hypomobility, it is a health problem in 100 patients. They agree that for 60 patients there is a positive hypomobility and for 15 patients there is a negative hypomobility. So totally for 75 patients they are agreeing. And for 10 of them, physiotherapist 1, that is PT1, says they are having negative hypomobility, and it is not agreed by PT2. Physiotherapist 2 says that they are having positive hypomobility. Let us see how to solve this case. Physio 1 and Physio 2 have agreed that in 60 cases there is positive hypomobility and in 15 cases there is negative hypomobility. Now we will put it at table. Now Physio 1 says for 60 people positive, Physio 2 also says for 60 people positive. Physio 1 says for 15 people negative, Physio 2 also says for the same 15 people negative. So totally 60 plus 15, 75 people. And 75% cases there is an agreement. Why? Because 70 plus 30, 100. Total is 100 patients. So 75 by 100 is 75%. And they have 75% of the cases agreement, and in other cases, difference of opinion. This 10 and 15, they have difference of opinion. Because Physio 1 says positive for them, Physio 2 says negative for them. Physio 1 says negative for this 15, Physio 2 says positive for them. So there is a disagreement in these 25 cases. However, if both of them randomly evaluate the patients, they sometimes agree by chance. This is expected. This chance is what is considered in kappa statistics. Kappa value takes this chance into account. Now we will see how to find out this. Observed agreement is obtained by adding the positive observation values agreed by Physio 1 and Physio 2 and the negative observation values agreed by Physio 1 and Physio 2, which we have just now seen. We'll put it in the tabular form. 60 plus 15 is 75 by 100 total. Therefore, observed agreement we will say is PO. O stands for observed. So PO is equal to 0.75. Now, kappa coefficient is calculated based on the present observed agreement, that is 0.75. Agreement here compared with how much agreement would be expected by chance, called expected agreement. So it also considers the expected agreement. How much agreement would be expected by chance. We will see how to find out the expected agreement now. Now this observed agreement we have already seen 60 plus 15, 75 by 100, 0.75. Expected value is obtained by multiplying the positive observation values of Physio 1 and Physio 2, that is 70 and 75, 70 by 100 and 75 by 100. Then multiplying the negative values of Physio 1 and Physio 2, that is 30 by 100 and 25 by 100, and add them together. You will see how you are doing it. Now, see here, expected agreement is, this is positive value for Physio 1, positive value for Physio 2, 70 by 100 and 75 by 100, right? Plus negative for Physio 1 is 30, negative for Physio 2 is 25, 30 by 100 and 25 by 100. We are multiplying, adding them together, and we are getting 0.6. Okay. Now find out the kappa value using the formula. P0 is 0.75 observed, right? P expected is 0.6. 1 minus P expected is 1 minus 0.6. You are getting 0.375. What does this convey? According to commonly used scale, the two physio would have fair agreement. Please note fair agreement on which patients are hypomobile and which patients are not. Right? Less than 0 means no agreement at all. This value is less than 0, no agreement at all. If it is equal to 1, perfect agreement. In between values, you have the scale. See, if kappa value is less than 0, poor. 1, perfect. If it is 0.01 to 0.20, slight agreement. Here, fair agreement. This is 0.375 is lying here. Therefore, we say that physio 1 and physio 2 are in fair agreement as far as the hypomobility test is considered, right? Now, moderate 0.41 to 0.6, substantial 0.61 to 0.8, almost perfect 0.81 to 0.99. You can note down this so that we can test this in the Excel also, right? What we will do is we will go to Excel and then see here. This is the case. This is what the problem here is 100. This they say 60. Appraiser 2 says positive for 60. Appraiser 1 also says positive for the same 60. Appraiser 2 says negative for 15. Appraiser 1 also says negative for the same 15. So 60 plus 10, 15, 75 by 100, 0.75. And then PE is 0.6. I told you how we got it, right? If you want, we can do it again. Is equal to what we should do. We should say 75 by 100 star multiplied by 70 by 100. 70 by 100 plus we should say 25 by 100 negative 100 multiplied by 30 by 100. And then we have added already, right? So it's 0.6, right? We got it. And then you know how to get it, this kappa coefficient. So 0.75 minus 0.6 divided by 1 minus 0.6. You got in 0.375, fair. Now what we will do is, you will not get the data like this. You will be giving a data like in this case, I will show you. Like this is the case, this is the data. This is the data I have taken there. Now what I will do is, this 100 data, I will remove it. What I will do is, I can put a data here, 1, I can put 1. See, you can see this not okay, because he can say either positive or negative, not positive or negative. Therefore, this is not okay. I'll have to put only 0 here. I cannot put here. And then he also, appraiser 2 also says, means they are agreeing, positive agreement, right? Suppose he says, appraiser 1 says negative and appraiser 2 also says negative, then negative agreement is there. Now, suppose appraiser 1 says positive, appraiser 2 says negative, then what happens? You are getting, sorry, here positively, he says negative, right? So he has to say negative. Then he cannot put 2 ones, therefore he is putting negative. Now he says, second, cancel, I'll put 0, right? Now you got negative agreement, right here. Okay, AP1 positive, disagreement, right? Because he says positive, but AP2 says negative. Suppose he says negative, and then appraiser 2 says positive, then again disagreement. So appraiser 1 says negative, disagreement 1 here. Likewise, you can keep on adding data. You can put 1 here, 1 here. So number of data is keeping on increasing. You can see there are 6 data. When you go there, you can see the 6 data are there. 6 data are there. And you got getting 0.25 fair agreement, right? Okay. Now what I will do is, I have got more data are there. I will put this data, right? I will put this data and then check. I'll put this data first. See, I'll put this data, Control C, in this appraiser data sheet. I'll just remove this and then put, right? Now we'll see here 150 data there. So 150 data, it's a poor agreement, right? Now what we will do is, we'll go to other data, more data. What I will do is, I will select this data, right? I'll select this data. That is second data. I will Control C, I'll put, and then I take this data sheet. I'll put here this data. We'll see what happens. And then we will go to this kappa for you. See, moderate agreement is there. 150 people or samples are tested. 75 they are agreeing. 34 they are agreeing for negative. 75 they are agreeing for positive. Totally 75 plus 34 by 150 is 0.73. Can we check here? Is equal to 75 plus 43. Sorry, 75 plus 34, right? 34 by 150. Okay, I have to put a bracket here. So you are getting this. Okay, what is this? 75 plus 34. I put 15. I put 75. I put 75, right? So 0.7, right? If I increase the number, you will get this exact value. I'll put here, right? 0.73. You are getting it. Okay. So similarly, here also you can get is equal to 75 by 150 star 116 by 150 plus 75 by 150 plus, sorry, star 34 by 150, get it? 0.50, right? Therefore, you can simply apply this formula and get it. Now we will go to the last thing, this one. Two more are there. We will go there and then we will see this. We'll see, we'll select this data, Control C, and we'll go to this. I'll put here, Control V, and then we will see what happens. Substantial agreement is there, right? Here also we can check. These are all values. We will not remove this because I've used numerical numbers. Okay, you can apply formula also. And then for the last case, we will see the last one. This one is Control C, and then I'll put there here. I'll go there. I'll put this data sheet. This is how you will get this data in the real life problem, right? Almost perfect. You're getting. So we have seen all the copper coefficient values for different types of data. I hope you like it. In case you like it, please recommend to your friends to watch. Thank you very much. I'll stop sharing here. Bye.